Have you ever wondered what secrets are worth keeping to protect your happiness and dignity as you age? The truth is, as we grow older, the things we share and the things we keep private can greatly influence our relationships, peace of mind, and how others perceive us. In this video, we're uncovering 10 crucial aspects of life that deserve to remain private to preserve your well-being, respect, and control over your life. Why should you watch until the end? Each section offers actionable advice and real-world examples that will help you make smarter choices to protect yourself and your loved ones. From safeguarding your health and finances to maintaining privacy about your age and personal matters, this video is packed with wisdom that can help you navigate life with confidence and clarity. By the end, you'll have the tools to live on your own terms, no matter your age. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Your physical well-being. Your health is a deeply personal journey, and it's crucial to approach it with care and discernment, especially as we age. As we grow older, we begin to face realities that were once distant concerns: the onset of chronic conditions, the necessity of ongoing treatments, and the growing reliance on medications to manage or alleviate symptoms. These changes are an unavoidable part of life, and navigating them with grace and dignity becomes essential. Yet, the emotional weight of these challenges can feel incredibly heavy, leaving many of us questioning how best to face these shifts without losing our sense of self. It's completely natural to turn to our loved ones for support during these times, and in many ways, it's comforting to know that we are not alone in our struggles. After all, in a world where health is such a dominant topic of conversation, it seems only fitting that we would want to share our challenges with those closest to us. But there's an important line to be drawn between being open about general health concerns and divulging every detail of your medical status. Medications, treatments, daily struggles, and all. This is where the wisdom of discretion becomes not just valuable, but vital. Why, then, should we be careful about who we share our health struggles with? Why protect the intimate details of our medical lives? For one, opening up to everyone can lead to an overwhelming flood of unsolicited advice. People who care for us deeply, and who want nothing but the best for us, often react out of love, but the suggestions they offer may not always be helpful. These well-meaning recommendations could range from home remedies that have no proven efficacy to unverified miracle cures that sound too good to be true, and in many cases, they are. While the intention behind such advice is rooted in concern, it can sometimes feel more like a burden than a comfort. These suggestions, though well-meaning, can be distractions that pull us away from what truly matters: our peace of mind and focus on healing. Constantly talking about our ailments can even begin to alter how we are perceived by others. Instead of being seen as a vibrant individual with a full life ahead, we risk being viewed solely through the lens of illness. We could become the person who is always sick, whose identity is reduced to a list of diagnoses, treatments, and medications, losing sight of the rich history and unique essence that defines us. In contrast, choosing to keep certain aspects of our health private empowers us. It's not about denying the truth or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. Rather, it's about choosing who we share our journey with, and to what extent. By being selective in our sharing, we maintain control over how our health narrative unfolds. We protect our dignity and preserve our sense of self-worth, ensuring that we are seen as whole people, not just as a collection of ailments and treatments. You are more than the sum of your diagnoses. You are a person with a history, with passions, with dreams, worthy of being seen in their full depth, not just as a patient in a doctor's office. This is where the philosophy of Stoicism offers profound guidance. The ancient Stoic thinkers, especially Epictetus, remind us that it is not the events themselves that shape our lives, but rather our responses to those events. When it comes to health, we have little control over the illnesses or conditions that come our way, nor can we always control the treatments required. However, we do have control over how we react to these circumstances. We have the power to choose our attitude, our mindset, and how we cope with what life presents us. Sharing every intricate detail of our health with those who are not in a position to offer real help is like trying to grasp the wind. It's an exercise in futility that only drains us. Stoicism teaches that in times of adversity, we should cultivate resilience and composure. We share our vulnerabilities and our struggles only with those who are capable of offering genuine, constructive support. Those who can provide practical assistance, emotional comfort, or simply a listening ear when needed. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. By doing this, we preserve our inner peace and maintain a sense of autonomy over our lives. It's important to recognize that while it's humbling to accept help when it's necessary, we must also protect ourselves from those who might inadvertently add to our stress. Some people, for reasons unknown, have a tendency to amplify the smallest of problems, seeing a minor issue as a major crisis. These individuals, while well-intentioned, can create unnecessary anxiety, making it harder for us to focus on what truly matters, our healing and well-being. Ultimately, your health is your journey. It's yours to navigate, and you have the right to determine who walks with you along the way. Be mindful of the people you allow into that space. Protect your boundaries, and remember that your worth is not defined by your illness or condition. You are not your diagnosis. You are a person, a unique, rich story filled with depth, complexity, and untapped potential. No matter what health challenges you face, you still have an entire life ahead of you, brimming with possibilities. And it is those possibilities, not your ailments, that define who you are. 2. Your age. Age is often said to be just a number, but as we journey through life, especially as we grow older, that number begins to carry a weight that is anything but insignificant. It becomes a reflection of not only the years we've lived, but also the experiences we've gathered, the lessons we've learned, and, often, the assumptions others make about us. As much as we might wish it were otherwise, society frequently attaches meaning to the number of years we've spent on this earth, using it to define our worth, our vitality, and even our future. Have you ever been asked how old you are by someone, usually younger, with that spark of curiosity in their eyes? On the surface, it seems like an innocent question, right? But beneath that simple inquiry can sometimes lie an undercurrent of judgment. In today's world, there's an almost idolization of youth, and in that glorification, the invaluable wisdom that comes with age can often be dismissed or misunderstood. People tend to associate older age with a decline in health, fewer abilities, and a life that is somehow nearing its end. But is that not a tragic, narrow-minded view? There is so much more to life than simply counting the years that have passed. The truth is that revealing your age opens the door to a multitude of assumptions, some conscious, some unspoken. When people know your age, they might begin treating you differently. Maybe with a little more caution, maybe with pity, or perhaps with the misguided belief that they know exactly what you're capable of. They may assume they understand your health, your desires, and even how much time you have left. It's almost as though your age becomes a way for them to shrink the vastness of your journey into a neat, manageable box. A box that may not even fit anymore. And that, my friends, is profoundly sad. Life is not measured by how many years we've lived. It's measured by the moments we've experienced, the wisdom we've gathered, and the strength we've gained through both the triumphs and the struggles. I believe that revealing your age can sometimes feel like inviting others to place limitations on you that simply don't exist. Perhaps they think they need to offer advice or warnings that you don't require. Maybe they'll treat you with a level of sympathy that is neither necessary nor wanted. It's as though they forget that every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every event that has left its mark on our bodies and minds has added to our depth, our resilience, and our ability to navigate the world with a sense of calm that those in their youth cannot even imagine. But let's not even touch on the worries that arise when people know your age. Often, the moment they hear it, they begin to pity you, as though the mere fact of your years could somehow diminish the beautiful, precious life you are living. But the reality is, what matters far more than your age is how you care for yourself, how you cherish each moment, and how you continue to pursue the passions that still burn in your heart. Why let your age become a source of judgment when you have so much more to experience? Imagine, if you will, a ship that has sailed through fierce storms, weathered turbulent seas, and endured the harshest conditions. While its exterior may show the wear of its journey, battered and worn, its strength, its purpose, and the wisdom it holds within are irreplaceable. A newer, more pristine ship may be beautiful, but it lacks the experience that gives the older ship its unique value. The older ship knows how to navigate the waves, face the winds, and stand firm when the storms come. The newer ship, while promising, has not yet earned the depth of knowledge that makes the older one so invaluable. Just like that ship, you too have a story, one that cannot be understood by a number. Your experiences, the lessons you've learned, the places you've been, and the people you've met are what truly define you. So, why share your age? Why let others define you based on the number of years you've walked this earth? Protect your peace by keeping that part of your life private, and instead, let your life be measured by the richness of your experiences, the depth of your heart, and the strength of your spirit. Age doesn't diminish your worth, it amplifies it. At the end of the day, life is meant to be lived fully, without being bound by a societal countdown. The moments we treasure, the experiences that shape us, and the wisdom we gain are far more important than how many candles are on our birthday cakes. By focusing on what truly matters, the present moment, the here and now, you can live freely, without the weight of societal expectations that often come with age. Embrace your life in all its glory, and let the number of years fade into the background. What truly matters is who you are, what you've become, and how you continue to live. And that, my friends, is priceless. 3. Your finances. Protecting your financial privacy is crucial. Money is an undeniable, inescapable part of life, influencing nearly every decision we make, from the food we eat to the places we live, and everything in between. Yet, despite its pervasive presence in our daily lives, money remains one of the most sensitive and often uncomfortable topics of conversation. As we grow older, particularly as we reach the age of 65 and beyond, you may find that your financial situation has reached a level of stability, or perhaps you continue to work to ensure your economic well-being. Whether you've built a substantial fortune over the years or led a simpler, more modest life, the importance of maintaining privacy around your financial affairs cannot be overstated. Why is this so important? Because money is not just a collection of numbers in a bank account or a series of investments. It has the potential to shape and influence the dynamics of our relationships in ways we might not anticipate. When we open up about our financial situation, whether we're in a comfortable position or struggling, it can open the door to a range of unintended consequences. Your finances, as mundane as they may seem, can become a source of tension, miscommunication, and even heartache, especially within close-knit relationships. Friends, family members, or even acquaintances can form opinions based on what they know, or think they know, about your financial situation, and often these assumptions are more about what they want from you than about the reality of your life. If you're financially well off, the moment others know about your wealth, whether real or perceived, there's a risk that people around you may begin to expect more from you than you're willing or able to give. Requests for help, whether in the form of loans, gifts, or other forms of assistance, can start to feel like a never-ending stream. Even the most well-intentioned loved ones may begin to see you as a resource rather than as a person. This can place a significant emotional and financial strain on you, potentially damaging relationships that were once built on trust and mutual respect. On the other hand, if you're struggling with money, the situation can be equally challenging. People may pity you, or worse, judge you harshly, assuming that your financial difficulties are a result of poor decisions, laziness, or a lack of responsibility. When others perceive you as struggling, it can invite a host of uncomfortable and often unfair judgments. You may find yourself trying to explain yourself or justify your circumstances, all while feeling misunderstood. In either case, the consequences, whether it's pressure to give or discomfort from judgment, can extend far beyond what you might have anticipated. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Think of your finances like a quiet, peaceful stream, gently winding its way through a tranquil landscape. There's no need for it to make noise or attract attention. The true value of money does not lie in flaunting wealth, nor in sharing every detail about your financial situation. It lies in the peace of mind and security that comes from managing your resources wisely, ensuring that you are prepared for whatever life throws your way. Stoic philosophy teaches us a timeless and profound truth. It's not the size of your fortune that truly matters, but the serenity you find in knowing that you've made the most of what you have. True wealth is not measured by the possessions we accumulate, but by the inner peace we cultivate through prudent management and contentment with what we've earned. This sense of peace, not the size of your bank balance or the value of your assets, is what truly defines a life well lived. Just like a stream that nourishes the earth quietly, without drawing attention to itself, managing your financial matters privately allows you to preserve your dignity and independence. By keeping the details of your wealth or struggles to yourself, you protect yourself from envy, unrealistic expectations, and unwanted judgments from others. In a society where success is often defined by the size of your bank account or the label on your clothes, protecting your financial privacy becomes not only a smart choice but a courageous one. It ensures that your freedom and autonomy remain intact, allowing you to live by your principles and on your terms, rather than conforming to the assumptions or desires of those around you. Your finances, whether abundant or modest, do not define who you are as a person. What truly defines you are your values, your actions, and the way you treat those around you. The way you live, the relationships you nurture, and the kindness you show are the true measures of a meaningful life. By keeping your financial life private, you not only shield yourself from misunderstandings but also prevent others from forming inaccurate or harmful opinions about your choices, your character, or your life's journey. You do not owe anyone an explanation about your wealth, your financial struggles, or the choices you make regarding money. As the saying goes, money talks, but wealth whispers. This holds especially true as we grow older, as we begin to find more peace in simplicity, more joy in meaningful connections, and less satisfaction in the accumulation of material goods. Whether you live in a grand mansion or a humble cottage, let your financial life remain private. The less others know about your financial situation, the more freedom you have to live life on your terms. By maintaining this privacy, you protect yourself from the pressure of expectations, the weight of envy, and the influence of others who may try to sway your decisions based on their desires. Ultimately, it's not what you own that matters. It's how you live and the relationships you build with others that define the richness of your life. 4. Family secrets keep them intimate. For the Stoics, wisdom isn't solely measured by the words we speak, but also by the discretion we exercise over what we choose to remain silent. As the philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "You can control what you say, but once expressed, it cannot be recovered." This profound insight serves as a constant reminder of the immense power that words hold. Once spoken, they cannot be undone, and the impact of those words, whether they carry truth or emotion, reverberates far beyond our immediate control. Silence, then, becomes a valuable tool, not only in maintaining personal peace but in safeguarding the sanctity of our most cherished relationships. Family secrets, in their essence, are not just hidden truths but sacred walls, protecting what is most precious to us. Just as a skilled warrior guards the secrets of his fortress, we too must defend the intimate details of our families from the prying eyes of the world. These secrets are not born out of shame or guilt but out of a deep, unspoken understanding that some things are far too sacred to share. In a world so eager to judge, misinterpret, and misunderstand, choosing to keep certain matters within the family creates a sacred space for peace, trust, and serenity to flourish. Every family, no matter how perfect it may appear from the outside, faces its own unique set of challenges. The relationships between parents and children, spouses, siblings, and extended family members can create a beautiful yet complicated tapestry of emotions, experiences, and expectations. There are moments of sheer joy, love, and profound connection, but equally, there are moments of tension, confusion, and even heated arguments. These complexities are part of what makes family life so emotionally rich and deeply human. It's in the rawness of these moments that families are tested, not only by external pressures but by their internal dynamics. Yet, amid these ups and downs, there is an invisible thread of love, support, and commitment that quietly binds everyone together, often in ways that can't be seen by anyone except those who are part of the circle. It's this quiet, enduring love that is often at the heart of why family matters. As we journey through life, we gradually come to realize how precious family becomes over time. As we age and face new challenges, health issues, the passing of loved ones, or shifts in life's priorities, family members often step into roles we never could have anticipated. Caregivers, companions, and emotional anchors. These roles are not defined by titles but by the depth of commitment and the sacrifices that often go unnoticed. It is in these moments of vulnerability that we come to appreciate the true value of family, realizing that the people closest to us become not just relatives, but the very foundation that helps us weather life's storms. However, not every detail about family life needs to be shared with the world. Some matters are simply too delicate and too personal to expose to outsiders. Disagreements, disputes, long-standing family rifts, or private struggles should remain within the confines of the family, protected from the judgment of the outside world. It can be tempting to share our frustrations, our challenges, or our disappointments with friends, colleagues, or even strangers in the hopes of finding validation or support. But doing so can invite unnecessary harm, not just to the family's reputation, but to the integrity of the relationships themselves. When we expose our inner struggles to the world, we risk losing the trust of those closest to us, inviting a flood of opinions, rumors, and judgments from people who know little about the nuances of our family dynamics. The pain of having outsiders involved in your family's private matters can be far more damaging than the conflict itself. It's a betrayal of the sacredness of those bonds, and once trust is broken, it can take years to rebuild. The key lies in maintaining the privacy of these intimate moments, preserving the integrity of your relationships even when things get tough. By safeguarding the sanctuary of family, we create a space where reconciliation, healing, and growth can take place without the constant scrutiny or judgment of the outside world. I like to think of families as trees, their roots deeply entwined in the earth beneath them. These roots are not immediately visible to the outside world, but they are essential to the tree's strength and growth. Just as a tree flourishes when its roots are protected from the harshness of the elements, so too does a family thrive when its most intimate matters are kept within the family circle. When the roots are exposed, when the private matters of family are laid bare for all to see, the tree becomes vulnerable. Likewise, family bonds weaken when secrets are spilled or when private matters are aired out in public. The integrity of the family tree relies on the protection of its roots, just as the strength of familial bonds relies on the protection of its most intimate matters. There is a quiet, profound wisdom in choosing to safeguard what needs to stay hidden. By doing so, we reinforce the foundation that keeps the family strong, solid, and unshakable. Choosing to keep family secrets isn't an act of secrecy or dishonesty. It's an act of loyalty, love, and deep consideration for those we care about. It's a way of protecting our loved ones from being judged based on incomplete or distorted information. More importantly, it allows family members the freedom to navigate their issues in private, free from the burden of public scrutiny. This space, though often silent and unseen, is where healing happens, where forgiveness can take root, and where love continues to grow. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons meaningful, please comment "Tobe" below to let me know you're still here with me. As we grow older, the importance of this protection becomes even clearer. We might look back on past family conflicts with a sense of regret, wishing we had handled things differently or yearning for deeper connections with our loved ones. But by keeping family matters within the family, we allow room for those bonds to heal and evolve. It is within the intimate space of the family that forgiveness can be found and reconciliation can take place. By keeping certain matters between us, we nurture the soil from which stronger, more loving relationships can bloom. The wisdom of guarding these secrets, protecting the sacred nature of family, is not just about maintaining privacy, but about honoring the love, loyalty, and trust that bind us all together. When we choose to protect these intimate moments, we protect the foundation of what truly matters: our family, our roots, and the enduring love that sustains us. 5. Your sexuality recognizes that intimacy is a sacred aspect. Sexuality is far more than a physical experience. It is an essential, intricate part of the human journey, an intimate and deeply personal facet of our lives. It touches the very core of our being, representing more than just desire or attraction. As we navigate life, our sexuality, like every other part of our identity, deserves respect, understanding, and acknowledgement at every stage of life, no matter how much time passes or what societal pressures we face. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. As we grow older, many people often feel distanced from their sexual nature. Aging, health changes, or societal tendencies to overlook the sexual lives of older adults can lead to feelings of detachment or shame. Society, in its narrow view, tends to push the intimacy of older individuals into the shadows, often reducing the very idea of sexual connection to a fleeting or irrelevant phase of life. But what if we acknowledge that sexuality isn't merely a series of hormonal shifts or something that vanishes with age? What if we embraced it as a constant, evolving part of who we are, one that deserves to be nurtured and respected regardless of our age or life circumstances? In reality, as our relationships mature, so does the depth of intimacy. What began as a physical connection often transforms over time into something much more profound, a bond of trust, love, and mutual respect that grows stronger with every passing year. The richness of these connections, especially in long-standing relationships, often defies the initial notions of youthful attraction. Even as the years wear on, intimacy evolves, becoming far more than physical pleasure. It becomes an ongoing, sacred exchange between souls. This is a part of life that is infinitely precious, a treasure that grows deeper with time, and one that continues to bring joy and fulfillment. Yet, despite these profound truths, the challenge persists. Our culture often ignores or even disrespects the sexual lives of older individuals. Many older adults hesitate to discuss intimacy, not just because of physical changes, but because of the weight of judgment and misunderstanding that often accompanies such discussions. Society's outdated views about aging and sexuality create barriers that make people feel uncomfortable or embarrassed to talk about their desires and emotional needs. This fear of judgment keeps many from fully embracing the rich, evolving nature of their sexual identity. But the reality remains: intimacy is an inherent part of who we are. It is neither bound by age nor diminished by time. The desire for emotional closeness, sexual attraction, and meaningful connection continues to be vital to our well-being and sense of self. However, expressing these desires often places individuals at risk of misinterpretation or societal labeling. The moment one opens up about intimacy, there's always the potential for misunderstanding or judgment. Society is quick to label certain behaviors as inappropriate or unnatural, especially when older adults are involved. The truth is, these feelings and desires don't fade as the years progress. They merely change in form. A relationship's intimacy may look different as time goes on, but its importance is undiminished. So, it becomes vital to preserve the sacredness of this part of our lives. Intimacy is not something that should be dissected by the world. When shared too openly, it loses its purity and its deep personal value. In its truest form, intimacy is sacred, a reflection of the deep connection between two people who trust and love each other. Intimacy, after all, is more than a physical act. It embodies connection, trust, love, and understanding, qualities that are built over time and evolve throughout a relationship. The intimacy we experience as we age isn't the same as it was in our youth. It's deeper, more meaningful, and infinitely more profound. It requires care, respect, and a sense of privacy that allows it to remain exclusive and untarnished by the world's often intrusive gaze. While our physical bodies may change, our need for emotional intimacy, trust, and mutual respect never fades. In fact, the older we become, the more we appreciate the sacredness of these elements. Keeping our intimate lives private is not just a matter of discretion. It is an essential practice of safeguarding the bond we share with our partners. It protects the sacredness of the connection, allowing it to remain pure and exclusive. I often liken intimacy to a precious treasure, one carefully locked away in a chest that only those entrusted with it can access. The more we protect it, the more valuable it becomes. If exposed to the world, it risks losing its sanctity, its magic, and its ability to nourish the souls of those involved. Once exposed, it no longer remains a unique and irreplaceable part of the relationship. It becomes just another part of the world's narrative. In philosophical terms, anything of true value is treated with care, nurtured, and shared only with those who truly understand and respect it. This is how we should treat our intimacy. It is a treasure, one that belongs to us and our partner alone. The moments we share are deeply personal, and when preserved with respect and care, they remain extraordinary, irreplaceable, and uniquely ours to cherish. This sacred bond, which we foster and protect, holds the very essence of our love, the core of our connection, and the deepest fulfillment of our desires. The emotions tied to this sacred connection are undeniably profound. By honoring and protecting the sanctity of our intimacy, we are not merely safeguarding our privacy, we are nurturing the very soul of our relationship. The deep love and connection we share are foundational to our happiness, to the sense of being truly seen and understood by the one we love. The more we protect and cherish these sacred moments, the more they blossom into an irreplaceable part of who we are, contributing to a richer, more fulfilling life. Therefore, intimacy is not just about sex or physical closeness. It is about protecting and honoring the essence of who we are as individuals and as partners. It is a beautiful, sacred part of the human experience, deserving of all the care and respect we can give. 6. Scars from the past. It's time to forgive and let go. Throughout our lives, we are bound to encounter moments of betrayal, hurt, and disappointment, experiences that leave more than just surface-level marks. These events can etch deep emotional scars that shape our perceptions and influence the way we interact with the world long after the initial pain has passed. The scars are not just memories. They are powerful forces, potent and persistent, which, if left unchecked, can silently govern our lives, clouding our judgment and weighing heavily on our hearts. It's often easy to dismiss these scars, to tell ourselves that we're over them or that they no longer have any power. But the truth is that clinging to these past hurts, refusing to forgive, or constantly recounting our grievances to others only keeps us trapped in an endless cycle of pain, anger, and resentment. I've come to realize that the longer we hold on to the bitterness of the past, the more it eats away at our peace of mind and robs us of the joy that life offers. The wounds that we refuse to heal slowly transform into a weight we carry with us, heavy and exhausting, making even the simplest moments feel like burdens. As time passes, we may convince ourselves that we've moved on, but deep down, we still harbor those lingering feelings of resentment, regret, or sorrow. These emotions serve as anchors, keeping us tied to an old chapter of our story, and preventing us from moving forward with grace and wisdom. But here's the beauty in life. We are not slaves to the past, and we always have the opportunity to release that burden. The power to forgive, to let go, and to set ourselves free is within our hands. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about erasing the past, pretending that the hurt never occurred, or denying the pain that was caused. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others or pretending that everything is fine. It's about choosing not to let the pain of those events control us any longer. It's a conscious decision to stop letting the past dictate the way we experience the present and to stop allowing it to affect our future. Forgiveness is the act of breaking free from the chains of resentment that bind us and healing in a way that is profound and personal. It's a deep act of grace, one that allows us to move on, not for anyone else but for our emotional well-being. Forgiving others is important, but perhaps the most crucial act of forgiveness is forgiving ourselves. We must forgive ourselves for carrying the pain for far too long, for allowing it to take root in our hearts and minds. We deserve to breathe freely and live unburdened by the mistakes of the past. When we hold on to the wounds of yesterday, we rob ourselves of the freedom that is our birthright. We remain prisoners in a past that no longer serves us. To visualize this concept, think of the past as a stone lodged in the middle of a river. The stone represents all the anger, hurt, and resentment that we've gathered over the years. When we hold on to that stone, the water, representing our emotional well-being, cannot flow freely. The current is obstructed, and the river's natural course is stopped. But if we choose to release the stone, the water flows freely again, unburdened, clear, and renewed. Similarly, when we hold on to old grudges and past wounds, we block the flow of peace, love, and joy in our lives. But when we let go, we free ourselves to move forward, experience new growth, and embrace the beauty of what lies ahead. Forgiveness, then, is not just an act of releasing the past but an act of inviting the future. It is an opening, a new chapter where we are no longer weighed down by old baggage but are free to run toward the horizon with hope and anticipation. Philosophically speaking, forgiveness is not merely a moral duty. It's a pathway to liberation. By choosing to let go of the painful memories that weigh us down, we unlock the doors to new possibilities. We are no longer bound by the events of yesterday but free to flow with the currents of life, unencumbered by old stones that no longer serve us. The wise understand that holding on to pain is a choice. They choose to let go, understanding that the energy spent on nurturing past hurts could be better invested in the beauty of the present moment. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, captured this truth when he said, "Holding on to resentment is like holding a burning coal with the intent to throw it at someone else. You're the one who gets burned." This powerful metaphor reminds us that by holding on to anger and resentment, we are not punishing the person who wronged us. We are only hurting ourselves. It's a harsh truth, but a necessary one. By holding on to grudges, we only keep ourselves imprisoned in the past. The Stoics knew that the past cannot be undone. It has already happened, and we cannot change it. However, we do have control over how we respond to it and how we choose to move forward. We can choose healing over hurt, peace over resentment, and joy over pain. Forgiving is the ultimate act of self-care. It is an act of emotional liberation that allows us to breathe, feel light, and experience the fullness of life without the weight of old wounds. By forgiving, we not only set ourselves free but we also open our hearts to the goodness that is yet to come. Forgiveness is not a gift we give to others. It is a gift we give to ourselves. It is a powerful tool for reclaiming our peace of mind, restoring balance in our lives, and rediscovering the joy that is often buried beneath the ashes of past pain. We owe it to ourselves to heal, to let go, and to live with hearts unburdened by old pain. When we finally choose to release the past, we no longer waste our energy on things we cannot change. Instead, we invest that energy in the present moment, the only place where true strength, true peace, and true joy can be found. We reclaim our power to move forward, knowing that the only way to truly heal is to forgive, let go, and embrace the limitless possibilities of the future. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 7. Keep your achievements to yourself. In life, there is a profound beauty and quiet strength in letting your actions speak louder than your words. Just as a potter carefully shapes a masterpiece, allowing the clay to take form under their skilled hands, so too do the wise and humble let their deeds be the voice of their character. The value of their accomplishments is not diminished by the need for constant recognition. A vase, after all, is treasured not for the potter's words about its creation, but for the elegance it conveys in silence. Similarly, keeping your achievements private allows true merit to shine through without the need for applause or admiration. It's in this quiet confidence that true success lies, like the moon reflecting its light not through boastful proclamations, but through the gentle illumination of the night sky. The joy of accomplishment should not depend on the praise of others, for in the end, it is our satisfaction and sense of fulfillment that matter most. When we act from a place of genuine purpose, without seeking external validation, we become a testament to the value of humility and integrity. As we grow older, we come to realize that the things we hold dear, reputation, respect, and dignity, become so much more valuable when we reach our later years. Whether 65, 80, or beyond, we often have a lifetime of experiences, accomplishments, and milestones to reflect upon. We've built families, shaped careers, made a difference in our communities, and contributed in countless ways. These are the threads of a rich and meaningful life, woven through years of effort, sacrifice, and personal growth. Yet, there is an undeniable wisdom in knowing that constantly talking about these achievements can tarnish the very respect we've worked so hard to cultivate. In our culture, there's a fine line between sharing our successes and boasting about them. We often find ourselves at a crossroads, wondering whether to share our accomplishments or keep them to ourselves. While it is natural to want to celebrate the fruits of our labor, there is grace in recognizing that true honor does not come from loud declarations, but from the quiet acknowledgement of a life well lived. Yes, it's completely natural to feel proud of what we've accomplished. After all, we've worked tirelessly for these moments, sacrificing time, energy, and often our hearts to achieve our goals. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices made for others, all of this culminates in the sense of pride that wells up when we look back on what we've achieved. But when we keep repeating our victories, there's a risk. It's not about hiding our joy or disregarding our hard work. It's about understanding that true worth is often found in humility. In a world that often rewards loudness, the quiet strength of restraint can be a rare and powerful force. When we constantly announce our achievements, we inadvertently make others feel small, insecure, or envious. It's a delicate balance, sharing your joy without belittling others. There is no greater sign of maturity and wisdom than the ability to celebrate your successes in a way that honors others. Honor, in its purest form, is not something you seek through words. It is something that resonates in your actions, in the quiet dignity of knowing your worth without needing to prove it. It is the calm assurance that comes with living authentically, without the need for external approval. Reflecting on this, I've come to understand the deep beauty of keeping some parts of your life private. Your achievements, your triumphs, your quiet contributions, these things are sacred. They belong to you, to the intimate moments of self-reflection, to the private conversations with yourself that remind you of the road you've traveled. When you withhold the need for validation, you allow your character to speak for itself. In doing so, you create space for others to do the same, fostering an environment where mutual respect and understanding can flourish. By doing so, you protect your dignity and invite respect, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. The true essence of respect is rooted not in external praise, but in the recognition of the inner strength and integrity that defines you. In the end, people respect you more for the quiet strength you carry than for the stories you tell about your success. The ability to stand tall in your skin, without needing to constantly affirm your achievements, is a mark of true maturity and self-awareness. True self-respect and the respect of others come when you allow your actions to shine in silence without the need to shout or boast. The more we realize this, the more we can treasure the dignity that comes from simply living a life of purpose and humility. There is a beauty in quiet confidence, A peace that comes from knowing that your value is not defined by accolades or external praise, but by the integrity with which you live your life. And in that quiet, in that stillness, your true strength is revealed. 8. Never talk about charity. The discreet power of giving is an ancient wisdom that resonates deeply through time. It teaches us one of the most profound and transformative truths about generosity. The right hand should never know what the left hand is doing. This age-old principle, simple in its expression but powerful in its essence, invites us to embrace a deeper form of nobility, one that is not concerned with public recognition or praise. True nobility is found not in fanfare, attention, or accolades, but in the quiet, unspoken moments of giving. In those moments, when no one is watching and nothing is expected in return, we reveal the true power of generosity. Silent charity, when practiced in its purest form, becomes akin to a seed planted in the soil of darkness. In silence and secrecy, it grows, unnoticed and uncelebrated, yet it yields something far greater than any public display of generosity ever could. The power of such giving lies in the purity of intention, the act of giving without the need for applause, a gift made without ulterior motives. It is this purity that truly elevates the act of charity beyond simple transactional gestures. The giver's heart, untainted by the need for recognition, becomes a vessel through which love and kindness flow freely, blessing both the recipient and the giver in ways that extend far beyond the immediate impact. When we choose to give in silence, we protect the integrity of the act itself. We are not seeking validation from others, nor are we driven by the need to advertise our goodness to the world. The beauty of giving in this context is not found in the act itself alone, but in the profound effect it has, both on the recipient and on us as the giver. To give is to transform, to spread love and kindness in a way that transcends our limitations. The reverberations of this act, though unseen by most, create a ripple effect that touches lives far beyond the initial act. Yet, there is an important distinction between genuine charity and giving for recognition. Many individuals may give in hopes of garnering applause, acknowledgement, or validation from others. This kind of giving, though still beneficial to others in some cases, lacks the true essence of charity. The most authentic charity is born from the purest of motives, helping because it is the right thing to do, because it brings light into the lives of others, not because we desire recognition or praise for ourselves. You may ask, why is it so important that charitable deeds remain private? The answer is simple yet profound. When we make our charitable acts public, we run the risk of transforming them into mere acts of vanity. This subtle shift can turn a noble act of kindness into something self-serving. And worse still, it can create pressure on others, those who might not be in a position to give, but who may feel obligated to do so out of comparison or guilt. This subtle form of coercion detracts from the true meaning of charity, which should never be about competition, comparison, or the desire for social status. The true power of charity lies in its anonymity. When we give in silence, we focus on the impact we are making rather than how others perceive us. It is in this anonymity that the act of charity shines in its truest form. No longer is the focus on the giver, but on the recipient, the person or community who is being helped. By giving quietly, we also preserve the dignity and privacy of the recipient. Not everyone wishes to be publicly acknowledged as a recipient of charity. For many, the recognition of their need can be painful, and by choosing to remain silent, we protect their honor, their sense of self-worth, and their independence. In many cases, whether we are contributing to a large organization, offering our time to volunteer, or simply helping a neighbor in need, the most meaningful acts of charity are those done without fanfare, without the need for praise. In these quiet acts, the true beauty of generosity emerges. When we give without expectation of recognition, we allow the action itself to speak for us. We trust that the ripple effects of our kindness will be felt, even if the world does not see them. Generosity, when practiced with humility, does not require an audience. It does not need a crowd to cheer or thank us. It is like a tree that offers its shade without ever asking for anything in return. The tree's silent generosity reaches out to those in need, and though no one may notice, its impact is undeniable. It is the quiet acts of kindness, the ones that ask for nothing, that ultimately touch lives in profound ways. These are the acts that reflect the true heart of what it means to be human. The most powerful form of giving is not the one that is loudly declared to the world, but the one that is whispered into the universe. A simple, humble act of love and compassion that asks for nothing but gives everything. This silent giving is not only the foundation of true charity, but it is also the key to understanding the nobility of the human spirit. In the end, it is through these quiet, unspoken acts of generosity that we come closest to embodying the divine principles of selflessness and love. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 5 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 9. Keep some of your political and social opinions private. As the years pass, our perspectives on the world and society evolve and become more refined, shaped by the countless experiences and lessons we've gathered along the way. These experiences offer us unique insights, helping us understand the complexities of life, but they also form strong convictions that can be difficult for others to fully grasp. This is especially true when it comes to politics, a domain that, while essential, often sparks deep divisions. Over time, as we refine our views and deepen our understanding of political and social issues, these beliefs can elicit passionate debates. What was once a simple difference of opinion can grow into a deep ideological chasm, leading to heated exchanges that test even the strongest relationships. In the worst cases, these discussions can result in the breakdown of friendships and even alienate family members, especially when the topics at hand tap into deeply held personal values and core beliefs. The reason it's so important to keep some of our political and social opinions private lies in the fact that these discussions often stir up emotions and touch on sensitive areas of identity. Political disagreements are rarely about the facts alone. They become intertwined with deeply personal beliefs about morality, justice, and the structure of society. What may be a harmless conversation for one person can quickly devolve into a battleground for another, with words and opinions used as weapons. These debates can, in turn, damage the fragile threads of connection that we have spent years nurturing. Even discussions that begin with the best of intentions can spiral out of control, turning into personal attacks or feelings of animosity, simply because two people view the world through different lenses. As we grow older, the desire to win debates often fades in importance. What becomes far more precious is emotional tranquility, the peace that comes from maintaining calm and stable relationships. The truth is, no political argument is worth the cost of a friendship, a close relationship, or a family bond. When we weigh the emotional toll of these debates against the value of preserving peace, the choice becomes clear. Choosing to withhold some of your political and social views is not a sign of weakness or an abandonment of your principles. It's an act of wisdom. It's a conscious decision to protect the peace and mutual respect in the relationships that matter most. Sometimes, sharing your thoughts on contentious issues simply isn't necessary to form authentic connections with others. More often than not, it is the shared human experiences, our common struggles, joys, and dreams, that foster the deepest relationships. These connections, built on understanding and empathy, are what leave lasting marks, not the cleverness of a well-argued political point. There is a significant difference between silencing your opinions out of fear or shame and choosing to hold them in reserve, deciding carefully when and with whom you will engage in these discussions. Taking a more discreet approach to expressing your personal beliefs, particularly on sensitive subjects like politics, is an act of maturity and emotional intelligence. It demonstrates an understanding that not all conversations require a stance or an opinion. It's a way of ensuring that your relationships remain healthy and grounded in respect and understanding, rather than strained by the weight of disagreement. In many philosophical traditions, the wise person is likened to the wind, moving through life quietly and without imposing themselves on others. The wind doesn't stop to argue with every obstacle in its path. It simply flows around it, knowing that not every battle is worth fighting. Similarly, the wise person understands that some conversations, especially those about politics, are more likely to create discord than foster understanding. So, rather than engaging in every contentious issue, they focus on what truly matters: connection, empathy, and peaceful coexistence. By keeping your political views to yourself, you're actively contributing to a sense of harmony and tranquility in your relationships. You're choosing peace over conflict, protecting those around you from unnecessary disputes, and ensuring that emotional well-being takes precedence over ideological differences. This doesn't mean abandoning your values or silencing your voice. It means choosing the higher road, the one that values respect and understanding over the need to prove a point. By doing so, you allow your relationships to thrive in an environment where empathy and mutual respect are the primary currencies. Ultimately, the serenity of our relationships is one of the greatest treasures we can hold on to. The bonds we form with others, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, are priceless. These are the relationships that sustain us, lift us, and provide us with the support and comfort we need in times of hardship. And it is in these precious connections that we find the true strength to navigate the complexities of life, without the corrosive influence of unnecessary conflict. 10. Your mantra. The strength of conviction. In this section, we'll explore the transformative power of having a guiding belief, something that fuels your spirit, provides you with direction, and helps you weather the inevitable challenges that life throws your way. A personal mantra, whether rooted in philosophy or spirituality, or shaped by your own unique experiences, holds immense significance. It's not just a catchy phrase or an idle sentiment. It becomes a core part of your identity, a deeply personal set of beliefs or words that act as a touchstone during difficult moments. For some, a mantra takes the form of a prayer, something sacred that offers comfort and guidance. For others, it might be a biblical psalm or a daily affirmation that provides structure to their day. Some people craft their motto as one that reflects their values and worldview. Regardless of its form, a mantra is always deeply intimate. It becomes something that you turn to in moments of doubt, confusion, or struggle. It's like an anchor, holding you steady when the storm of life feels overwhelming. When I reflect on the power of a mantra, I am reminded of how profoundly it has shaped the lives of so many individuals. It's almost as if your mantra becomes a constant companion, offering solace and clarity when the noise of the world becomes too loud. In times of uncertainty, when you feel adrift or lost, your mantra serves as a reminder of who you are and what you believe in. It brings you back to the center, grounding you in your deepest values and convictions. In essence, your mantra becomes more than just words. It becomes a lifeline. It's the thread that weaves through the fabric of your existence, reminding you of your purpose and guiding you on your journey. When everything else seems to slip away, when the world is in chaos, your mantra remains steadfast, providing you with the strength to carry on. Just like the steady, unyielding presence of the wind, your mantra is an ever-present force in your life, silent yet powerful, offering you direction and resilience. And in its quiet power, it carries you through the most trying moments, ensuring that you remain rooted in what truly matters. It's not just about surviving the storm, but about finding peace within it. Your mantra, therefore, becomes a reflection of your inner strength, a reminder that no matter what challenges lie ahead, you have the conviction and wisdom to navigate them with grace and purpose. As the years pass, we encounter moments in life when our sense of self becomes solidified, shaped by the many experiences, triumphs, and challenges that have defined our journeys. These experiences transform our perspectives, helping us form beliefs and opinions that deeply resonate within our hearts. However, with the formation of these convictions often comes a responsibility, one that involves recognizing the impact of sharing them, especially in the realm of politics and social issues. Our beliefs evolve, but some topics, especially politics, tend to stir up strong emotions and can ignite heated debates. These subjects often reflect deeply personal values, and, as such, they can lead to confrontations that strain relationships. Political discourse, though important, frequently becomes a battleground where opinions clash, and in the process, meaningful connections can be damaged or fractured. When we engage in discussions about political or social issues, we risk challenging long-held relationships, sometimes with people we care about deeply. Family members, friends, and colleagues might hold views that are dramatically different from our own, and a difference in opinion can quickly escalate into conflict. The risks of these discussions are significant. A small disagreement can evolve into an argument, leading to personal attacks, strained emotions, and unresolved tensions. Relationships that once felt strong can falter when the intensity of conflicting views overpowers mutual respect and understanding. That is why, as we grow older, it's essential to recognize when silence serves us better than speaking our minds. Choosing to keep some of our opinions to ourselves is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of wisdom. It can be a deliberate decision to preserve the peace, protect relationships, and maintain emotional stability. Instead of engaging in debates that could lead to division, we can choose to focus on what unites us, the shared values, experiences, and aspirations that bind us together as human beings. Some of our deepest beliefs may not need to be voiced at every opportunity. There is a time and place for sharing opinions, but it is crucial to assess the context. Will voicing your views foster understanding, or will it add fuel to a fire that threatens to burn through the fabric of your relationships? There are moments when the price of being heard is too high, and the cost outweighs the potential benefit. Moreover, it's important to remember that political discussions are not the sole measure of someone's worth or the foundation of a relationship. Genuine connections are formed by empathy, kindness, and shared experiences, not by the alignment of political ideologies. What is often more meaningful is the ability to listen, understand, and appreciate others for who they are beyond their opinions. This is not to suggest that we should completely suppress our convictions, but rather that we should be mindful of the timing and context in which we share them. There is a profound difference between avoiding difficult topics because we fear confrontation and choosing to withhold certain opinions because we understand that peace and mutual respect are more valuable than winning a debate. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 6 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Throughout various spiritual and philosophical traditions, wisdom is often linked with a quiet, non-confrontational approach to life. The wise person, like the wind, does not seek conflict. Instead, they move through life with grace, avoiding unnecessary battles. The wind does not stop to argue with mountains. It simply flows around them. Similarly, the wise person knows that not every battle is worth fighting and that sometimes the best course of action is to focus on fostering harmony rather than proving a point. In choosing to withhold some of our political opinions, we are not compromising our values, but rather, we are exercising maturity. We recognize that preserving the emotional well-being of our relationships is a higher priority than indulging in divisive conversations. It is a conscious decision to cultivate an environment of peace and understanding, where connections are built on trust, respect, and love rather than ideological alignment. This brings us to a crucial aspect of living with intention. The power of having a personal mantra, something that sustains you in moments of challenge and doubt. A mantra, whether it's a spiritual phrase, a simple affirmation, or a deeply personal expression, acts as an anchor in turbulent times. It helps center your thoughts, calm your emotions, and ground you in your purpose. A mantra isn't just a set of words you repeat. It's a deeply personal tool that resonates with your inner self. It becomes a part of you, shaping your mindset and guiding your decisions. It may emerge in moments of quiet reflection, during meditation, or in the stillness of a difficult situation, providing clarity and direction. It's in these moments that your mantra whispers to you, reminding you of your strength and resilience. While it can be tempting to share the wisdom of your mantra with others, hoping that it might help them in their journeys, it's important to remember that your mantra is sacred to you. Just as your political views may not resonate with everyone, so too might your mantra be uniquely yours. It is a personal beacon that guides you, and its power remains intact when it is kept close and protected from the pressures of external influence. This doesn't mean that you cannot share your experiences or offer support to others. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of understanding that what works for one person may not be what someone else needs. Your mantra is the very essence of your journey, and its strength lies in its ability to resonate with you at the deepest level. So, trust in the power of your mantra. Embrace its wisdom, its guidance, and its quiet strength. In times of uncertainty or challenge, your mantra will be the calm within the storm, offering you the clarity and peace you need to navigate life's complexities. It's an enduring reminder of your ability to persevere, to rise above adversity, and to remain true to the values that define you. It is your lifeline, your compass, and your reminder that, no matter what the world throws your way, you are never alone. Part 2. 7 Essential Safety Tips for Older Adults Living Alone. As we grow older, the experience of living alone can be a double-edged sword, offering both a liberating sense of independence and the occasional feeling of vulnerability. The desire for autonomy is a deeply ingrained and natural aspect of life, something precious and worth preserving. However, with this desire for freedom comes the responsibility to ensure our safety and well-being in our daily routines. As we navigate our later years, it is essential to strike a balance between maintaining our independence and safeguarding our health. Aging gracefully extends far beyond focusing solely on our appearance or engaging in our favorite hobbies. It encompasses a more holistic approach to well-being, one that includes taking care of our emotional health and maintaining a keen awareness of our physical state. For those of us who live alone, creating an environment where we feel not only comfortable but also safe and secure becomes paramount. It's no longer just a luxury or preference, but a necessity to guarantee that we can continue to thrive and enjoy the precious years ahead. Every small precaution we take can have a profound impact, offering both physical security and emotional peace of mind. Here are 7 vital safety tips that will help you preserve your independence while also ensuring that you remain safe and well supported as you navigate your golden years. 1. Home modifications. The The first and most crucial step in safeguarding yourself is making essential home modifications. As we age, our bodies undergo changes that may affect balance, mobility, and overall coordination, which in turn increases the risk of falls. A fall, even a minor one, can result in injuries that may be life-changing or difficult to recover from. Therefore, taking preventive measures at home can significantly reduce this risk. Begin by installing grab bars in critical areas of the home, especially in the bathroom, where falls are most common. The areas around the toilet, bathtub, and shower are particularly vulnerable, so adding grab bars in these spots can make a huge difference in providing stability and support. Additionally, it's essential to ensure your home is properly lit to avoid tripping in dimly lit areas. Pay extra attention to hallways, staircases, and other places where you might be walking in the dark. Consider using motion-activated lights or nightlights, which will gently illuminate your path as you move through your home during the night, preventing unexpected stumbles. Another small yet important adjustment involves removing any clutter, as well as securing any loose rugs or carpets. While these things may seem harmless, they can become hazardous, particularly when your balance or coordination is less than it once was. Keeping walkways clear and ensuring that floors are free of tripping hazards is an easy way to create a safer environment. These simple home changes can provide a huge sense of relief and security, allowing you to continue living independently without unnecessary worry. 2. Emergency preparedness. Life is unpredictable, and emergencies can strike at any moment, often when we least expect them. This unpredictability can be especially concerning when living alone, which is why it's crucial to have an emergency preparedness plan in place. By planning, you can ensure that you're ready to respond quickly and effectively should an emergency arise. One of the most valuable tools you can have is a personal emergency response system, PERS. These devices, which can be worn as a necklace or bracelet, allow you to call for help with the press of a button. Whether you've experienced a fall, sudden illness, or any other type of emergency, the device ensures that you can easily reach emergency services or a loved one for assistance. This simple yet life-saving tool ensures that you're never truly alone, even in moments of crisis. Additionally, having a list of emergency contacts close to your phone or in a visible location is an essential part of any safety plan. Make sure your loved ones, neighbors, and medical providers are listed, so you can quickly contact them if needed. It's also vital to have easy access to your medical records, a list of medications, and any other important health information. A well-stocked first aid kit is another must-have in your home, placed in a location that's both easily accessible and marked. In situations where time is of the essence, having these resources readily available can make a world of difference, allowing you to respond swiftly and effectively. Being proactive and prepared doesn't just provide safety, it also offers peace of mind. Knowing that you have a plan and the necessary tools in place to manage any unexpected situation gives you the confidence to live your life without fear. It's an investment in your well-being and ensures that you're equipped to handle whatever comes your way. By making small but significant changes to your home and being prepared for emergencies, you're taking powerful steps to protect yourself and maintain your independence for years to come. These tips are not just practical. They are an expression of self-care and an affirmation that you deserve to live comfortably, safely, and confidently. 3. Stay connected. As we age, it becomes increasingly easy to slip into isolation, particularly when living alone. The solitude that once felt peaceful can gradually transform into a source of loneliness, which can have both emotional and physical repercussions. However, staying connected with loved ones, neighbors, or even acquaintances can act as a vital lifeline, not just for your emotional health, but also for your safety. Human connection, after all, is one of the cornerstones of a well-balanced life, especially in our later years. Regular visits from family or friends, or even a simple phone call or video chat, can make an incredible difference in how we feel day to day. These connections not only offer companionship but can also ensure that someone is checking in on your well-being. When those close to you are aware of your situation, they are more likely to notice if anything seems out of the ordinary or if you're struggling in some way. In the event of an emergency, these connections become your first line of defense, whether it's alerting help or simply offering immediate support when needed. Consider joining local community groups or senior centers designed to bring older adults together. These spaces can provide invaluable opportunities to meet new people and stay socially active. Staying socially engaged is essential for combating feelings of isolation and has been shown to improve mental health and overall well-being. Social networks, whether they consist of lifelong friends or new acquaintances, serve as a foundation of support that can offer not only a sense of belonging but also awareness of potential safety concerns in your neighborhood or local community. I've found that maintaining these connections is not just about combating loneliness. It's about staying alert and aware of the world around us. The friendships and relationships we build help us feel grounded and part of something bigger. They remind us that we are not alone, and in many cases, those connections offer both emotional comfort and practical assistance, making it easier to navigate the challenges that aging may bring. These bonds enrich our lives and allow us to continue participating in life with vigor and awareness, strengthening the ties that connect us to the people and places that matter most. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 7 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Technology to the rescue. In the modern age, technology has become an indispensable ally in maintaining safety, convenience, and connection, especially for older adults living alone. Far from being something to shy away from, the right technological tools can make life more manageable, secure, and enjoyable. The devices available today are designed to cater to a wide range of needs and abilities, making it easier than ever to stay connected and in control of your environment. Smart speakers, such as Amazon Echo or Google Home, are great examples of technology that can help older adults maintain independence and stay connected to the world around them. These devices allow for hands-free communication and control, so with just a simple voice command, you can make calls, send messages, set reminders, control your lights, and even adjust the temperature of your home. The ability to control your environment without physically moving around or struggling with complicated controls can make a huge difference, particularly if mobility is an issue. In addition, these devices can provide an extra layer of safety by enabling you to call for help if needed or alert others to your location without requiring you to touch a phone or other device. Another key benefit of technology is its role in maintaining communication with family and friends. Video calls, messaging apps, and social media allow you to stay in touch with loved ones from anywhere, keeping you involved in their lives and providing a sense of closeness despite any physical distance. The power of instant connection through a screen or a phone call can alleviate feelings of loneliness and give you an important avenue for emotional support when needed. Technology can also assist in more practical aspects of safety. For example, there are various personal emergency response systems, PERS, available that can alert emergency responders or loved ones in case of a fall or health issue. These devices, worn around the wrist or neck, provide a quick and easy way to call for help, ensuring that you are never truly alone during a medical emergency. Many of these systems can also be linked directly to healthcare providers or monitoring services, further enhancing your safety. While technology is undeniably helpful, it's important to be mindful of its security and privacy implications. In a world where personal information can be easily accessed or shared, it's crucial to safeguard sensitive details and protect your privacy. Some technology, particularly on the internet, can expose individuals to unwanted risks if not properly managed. Always be cautious when sharing personal information online and ensure that any devices you use have appropriate security settings in place to protect your privacy. In many ways, technology is not just a tool, it's a bridge to a safer, more connected life. It enables you to maintain independence, stay in touch with loved ones, and respond to emergencies quickly and effectively. By embracing the benefits of technology, you can create a more secure, manageable, and fulfilling living environment, allowing you to continue living on your terms while staying safe and supported. These technological advancements and staying socially connected are more than just conveniences. They are integral components of a comprehensive safety plan for older adults. They help you navigate the complexities of aging with confidence, ensuring that you remain informed, supported, and in control of your daily life. Embracing these tools and strategies means embracing a future where you can thrive, both physically and emotionally, while living independently. Thank you for watching. I hope this message has provided some valuable insights into the importance of the relationships we nurture, both with others and ourselves. So, what have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Please share one thing you've learned today that you're planning to bring into your own life. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Together, let's continue to grow, share, and practice the lessons that matter most.